Fun fact number 15. Um, been going through a lot lately. I think I've said that 100 times. But trying to learn lessons and make sure I don't keep repeating the same things over and over again. And in relationships and in life. Um, and so this is Fun Fact 15. And I think you've heard the thing, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This is where I go off script. I have keep fooling me into still believing you will follow through on promises and prioritize me, and me wanting to believe you because I love you, I love your essence, and feel a connection. What the fuck is wrong with me? Um, what the fuck is wrong with me? Let you keep breaking my heart. I so need to learn this lesson. But why do I still? Okay, I'm reading part of this, and I can't read my own handwriting. Why do I still want to hear your voice? And then I put, arg, girl. Like, a girl? What is wrong with me? Why do I keep holding on and hoping that somebody's patterns are going to change, that they're going to really do what they say and say what they do? Why do I believe that maybe I keep fighting for them and us and holding it together and wanting all the dreams that they put in my head to be true when over and over again they prove to me that I'm not a priority, that they don't have time in their life for me, that they're going to make promises, they're going to say one thing and do another. They may ask for forgiveness in the beginning, but after a while, and say that they're going to try harder or they'll do better or they won't do it again. And they do it again. And I forgive and I hold on and I keep believing that somehow they're actually going to see me and be there for me and be the person they promised me they were. Now, I understand people have lives, they have other priorities, things come up. But when you've only been talking on the phone and messaging for over a month, and they say they're going to call, or they say they're going to do something, or they say that we need to at least talk on the phone once a day until they can free themselves up. When the doubts start coming in and you ask them to reassure you and you almost have to beg them, and they say that before the end of January, before the end of January, you're going to go on your first date in person. And then they say they're not going to be around until February. And the first date that they set up with you, they call you the night before and say they can't make it. And it's all you've asked them for, really, was to be reassured. and to have a date and meet in person. You feel connected. You've talked. You've sent photos. You've messaged. It seems like at times they make you a priority. But if you have to ask for them to think of you, if you have to ask them to respond to you, if you have to keep going over the same ground with them over and over again, you're not a priority. When you pretty much break up after 2 weeks and you're not really even together, you're just talking, they say, hey, this is it for me. And then you don't hear from them for 2 or 3 days and you're messaging and calling and nothing's happening. And so you say, hey, I guess you changed your mind. Really hurts, but let's go our separate ways. I believed in you, but obviously you don't value my time, my energy, or who I am. So I guess you changed your mind. You must have found somebody else or something more important because it's obviously not me. And then they say, well, and then you write them back and say, hey, I miss you. And they say, I miss you too. And I said, well, what do we do? Because I can't do this way. And they say, well, let's not give up on each other. And I say, okay, it sounds like a plan, but you have to do things to make me feel like this is worth it for me too. Even though I love you and I care about you, I mean, you have to make me feel like this is important to you too. And yeah, so not setting up a first date a week and a half ahead of time and ask me to make the reservations at a nice restaurant. And I do all of that. And then the night before, you call and say, yeah, I'm not going to make it. And from the third day after you asked me that, like a week ahead of time, I was like, I need to make a bet with somebody, like $20 with one of my roommates and say, he's going to cancel or he's just not going to show up. And that's exactly what happened. And I knew it, and it still hurt. So, and then my daughter got his phone number and texted him and basically stopped breaking my mom's heart. Leave her alone. Yeah. So, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Keep fooling me over and over again. What the fuck is wrong with me? I need to learn this lesson. So let me tell, if there's something like that if you have a fool me once, fool me twice, wait, keep fooling me thing, what the fuck is wrong with me? Put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep giving you that really personal and sometimes obscure and sometimes nonsensical and sometimes really base and sometimes very surface content. Ciao, bellas.